What is up, YouTube? It has been a goddamn fucking minute. I have not fucking posted on YouTube. Let's see how long it has been since I've posted on YouTube. I think it's probably been like near on 2 years, I would say, since my last upload. And well, here I am. Let's actually have a look. 1 year ago was my last video. Raw and Real episode 2.
What is up? I am back with another Raw and Real little vlog.
Wow, that was in my last prep that I did, and I'm obviously in my next prep now, which was 18 months later. I had an 18-month growth phase in between my last show and now. Maybe we can go over some of that kind of stuff in this video today and kind of go in depth about where I've been, what I've been doing, and kind of what my plans are moving forward now. Yeah, I'm not quite sure where this is gonna go or what this is gonna transpire into, but I love creating, I love doing all this shit, and I have always loved it since I was a little kid. This is, yeah, this shit is awesome. I love making these YouTube videos, and now that I have a little bit more time, because my online coaching is finally kicking off. You know, I remember even in my old YouTube videos like 3-4 years ago, talking about, yeah, I'll be online soon, so then I'll be able to put more effort into my my YouTube and my content and all that kind of stuff. And you know, it's a whole lot harder than it seems. So, you know, 3-4 years later from that point, I can comfortably say that I'm pretty much there. I'm able to chase my dream now and actually be a bodybuilder full time and put, you know, these last 10-12 years of fucking work, you know, that I've done behind the scenes, and actually, you know, it feels like it's worth something now. And that this is just on a career basis. This isn't even the competing aspect, which I love even more. Man, I just yeah, I know this is just the start of the video, but fuck, I just had to get this off my chest. And yeah, I'm so keen for what's to come, guys. Yeah, so if you guys are keen as well and excited for what's to come, please follow along on this journey, and I am more than excited to take you along with me. So today we have a rest day, nothing too special, but I just wanted to jump on and start uploading again, and actually, you know, fucking put myself out there again, and get back on the YouTube, because it is good fun, and I love a good YouTube and meal combo. So hopefully this can be that for you guys. Lately, the first thing I have been doing in the morning is taking all of my, you know, fat burning subs and all that kind of stuff for prep, and then getting into a TikTok Q&A. I've been trying to pump out like 5 videos every morning of just commonly asked questions on TikTok, or just, you know, about fitness in general. So if you guys have TikTok, follow me over there. Any support is appreciated. So I'm gonna get cracking into those. I will see you after that. I am currently at my old boss's house, I guess you could call it. Well, he's just like a family friend that I've worked with for a very long time when I was doing my other job in flooring, being a tradie after the last 5 years. And he has a solarium and a sauna. That is what I'm doing. It is currently 5:38 in the morning.
Thank you so much. Want me to
So we are about halfway through my morning steps. I like to get like 6,000, 7,000 steps done initially in the day. So I've obviously already done my sauna and solarium. I usually just do that on a rest day, nice and early, and get it out of the way. And then yeah, obviously my steps now, and then cardio and posing after this, and then the first meal of the day. So I'm just having a little sit down right now, just chilling, taking in the vibes, because man, I think it's just so important to have somewhere, especially as a man, you know, like to have somewhere where you can just be you and just chill. Not even chill, but just not have anything, any external noise to really kind of you know, distract you or anything like that. I really feel like that's something that's super important as a man, you know, to have a happy place. As cliche as that sounds, I feel like that is super important. And for me, that's this place where I walk around like relatively often, at least, you know, a couple times a week. I try to come here. I love it. Like it's nothing too special. It's just a fucking big loop to walk around, but something strange about it. Just I feel very peaceful here, and I love it. I don't know why, but anyway, something that I wanted to talk about, I guess, on this segment, I guess, is where I've been, what I've been doing, and like you know, what the future holds, and what my plans are going forward, I guess, because obviously I am in prep right now and all of that kind of stuff. And yeah, so since my last video, I'm sure a lot of you guys that are going to watch this follow me on Instagram, so you've probably been able to keep up with what I've been doing and all that. But if you don't and you just watch the YouTube, then welcome back. I'm back. So my last upload was like, yeah, 18 months ago, like I mentioned earlier, and that was in my last prep, where I ended up winning. I won Junior Mr. Australia, which was the fucking goal, so I was super pumped with that, and I ended up coming like 5th or 6th overall in the classic physique opens as well at nationals, which, you know, that's pretty damn good as a first show, and I was 22 at the time, so I was super gassed with that. But you know, something funny about it, even after winning that, I felt like I didn't deserve it. It was very weird. It felt like it was luck and just given to me, even though, you know, it's clearly not. It's fucking bodybuilding. Like, if you're the best on the day, you're the best on the day. But yeah, it was just a strange feeling, you know. I couldn't shake that for so long. And after that show, I fell into a fucking real bad depression, man. Like, for a good, I would say at least 6 months. I ended up breaking up with my girlfriend at the time. We had like a 4-year relationship at that point. Split up, moved back home. Have lived home ever since, and that was beginning of last year, 2024. Yeah, when we split. And then, you know, I left my old coach poorly. You know, he got me to that show and got me the win and all of that kind of stuff. And you know, we had a good run together. I think we worked together for like 3-4 years as well. But you know, ended up swapping coaches. I am now working with Tom Stanley, one of my best mates. And man, what an experience that has been. Like, the growth that I've had internally and externally from working with Tom, and just being a close friend of Tom, and you know, having somebody like him be able to give me advice and, you know, kind of mentor me, I guess, is a huge advantage that I am super grateful for. I've known Tom since I was like 14, 15 years old, when I first signed up to my first ever gym. Actually, if you watch my very first upload in Bailey's Fitness, that's where Tom used to work, and that's where I used to train. That's where we met when I was 10 plus years ago. Fucking wild. And then we ended up working together at a gym, and then we were training partners, and yeah, it was crazy. Small world. yeah, Tom's been a huge asset for me over this last 18 months and longer, you know, like he's been a huge impact on me. But yeah, not to ride his dick too much, but he's a good fucking dude. And if you are a competitor looking to really want to fucking level up and you want a coach that believes in you and helps you understand the psychology behind bodybuilding, Tom is the fucking man, and he truly gives a fuck, and he has leveled up my own coaching so much. Like the level of service I give my clients now just from being with a coach like Tom is night and day different. It's so much better, and you know, the results show for myself and for my clients, you know. It's fucking cool. Okay, so off season, I gained like my lightest weight on that first show. I got to 90.9, and then my heaviest in the last off season, I got to 120 for like a couple days, and then it was like holding around 119-ish, and in far better condition than last time I was 120. Last time I was 120, I was a fucking Michelin man. That shit was not pretty. But yeah, this 120 was far better. My first off season that I used growth hormone as well, and yeah, that was a good addition for sure. Yeah, look, this off season, everybody has been asking me like, what was the biggest difference? You know, like how much more gear did you take? How, like, blah blah blah. Like fill in the fucking blank. But in all honesty, it was just me fucking committing to the process and not being 1 foot in and 1 foot out. For the longest time, I always had this approach to it where it was like, if I didn't give it 100%, I could truly never fail. And I remember my onboarding call with Tom, and he was like, if you want to be fucking good, like you've gotten to where you are just off your genetics and like training hard and all that kind of shit. But he's like, if you want to be fucking good, there's no more part-timing this shit. And that really stuck with me, and that's something that like throughout the last 2 years, 18 months, has like fucking like burned a hole in my head. Like there's no more part-timer shit. That's the difference. If you dedicate yourself fully to this bodybuilding shit, 1-2 off seasons, you can be a completely different bodybuilder. And I truly believe that. Obviously, genetics, you know, results may vary, but yeah, don't fucking half-ass it. If you're gonna do it right. But yeah, I guess, and then what else have I done in the meantime since then? I had another relationship that didn't go very well towards the end. Like, it was good, but towards the end of the relationship, it just, you know, wasn't really working, and we ended up parting ways, and that was, I don't know, 4 or 5 weeks ago, which is unfortunate. She was a great person, but I just think, you know, different periods of our life, and it just didn't line up really how it could have. But yeah, and then I guess that brings us to where I am now, in prep again. I mean, you know, I had a couple of holidays and all that in between there. I was working construction the whole time, just trying to build my online. And you know, now my online's to a point where I can fucking do this full time, which is like so fucking wild. I wanted this shit since I was a little kid. I've already rambled on about this before, but fuck me, dude. Craziness. Anyway, yeah, it's just, I feel so blessed and grateful. It's pretty fucking nuts. It is so nuts. But yeah, I've been rambling for fuck, what's this, 9 minutes now? Jesus, a long clip. But yeah, look, we're 5.5 weeks out now, and I am on top of the fucking moon, like on top of the world. I'm so happy with how this prep's going. I'm so happy with how I've transformed myself, you know. For a long time, I really doubted myself and didn't have the belief in myself that I could do something and like really do well and, you know, commit and really give it my fucking everything. And, you know, I feel like I really have done that over the last like 6 to 9 months, and, you know, the results are really starting to show their fruits now. The work is showing the fruits now, which is, it's always nice. You know, it feels like an overnight success, but it's like 10 fucking years in the making. So yeah, well, I'm gonna continue on this walk. Doherty's Gym, Perth, the Perth mecca of bodybuilding. What is up? It is a couple hours later. I am pretty fucking cooked today, to be honest, and it's a rest day. Luckily, I'm about to get into a bunch of computer work. I've got client check-ins to do, an onboarding to do, and some tax shit. You know, that's so not fun. So that is what I'll be doing for the next couple hours. I didn't film meal one, obviously, but meal one was an egg white omelette. I haven't even gone over like what my fucking calories and stuff are. Maybe we can do that. Actually, we'll leave that for another video. This is just gonna be a little intro video back of me just fucking back on the YouTube talking shit. We'll go over that in the next video of what kind of what the deal is with this current prep. For now, I will be getting into some client work. 25 minutes of cardio, 4 days a week at the moment. Nothing too hectic. Get this done and then continue on with a little bit more computer work. I did my first block of client check-ins just then, and then I'm gonna do some onboardings after this cardio session. Have a shower, freshen up, and then yeah, get it all done. And then I have a podcast with the boys tonight, so I'm keen for that. So that'll be good. Cardio done. All right, I'm gonna make my meal, have a shower, get this new client onboarded. We just knocked out this another client onboarding. Fuck man, that's 3 clients already this week. It has been quite insane, honestly, the last couple of weeks of business growth, and I am just so fucking grateful. It's insane. But anyway, just finished this onboarding. I'm gonna go for a walk outside and touch some fucking grass. My eyes are fucking busted up. Go touch some grass for a little bit before the podcast with the boys in like an hour, and I also need to get maybe another meal in before then, or at least ready for when I'm on the podcast, because I'll be hungry. But time for some steps. We're about to jump on to the podcast with the boys.
Here he is.
What up? I'm recording a fucking YouTube video today.
Oh, he's back on it.
Yep, I'm doing it. It's just me rambling bullshit, but we're doing it.
Oh shit.
Alrighty, so that is pretty much my day done. I had obviously it just wrapped up the podcast with the boys a couple of hours ago. I had a meal, had a nap, woke up, and now I'm just hanging out with the family for a little bit, and then I've got to do another like 20 minutes of steps, have my last meal, and then I'll be hitting the hay. So if you fucking made it this far in the video, thank you very much for actually sticking by and you know, actually giving it a chance and following it all the way through. I know it has been a goddamn minute, and I know I'm probably pretty rusty at all this YouTube stuff again, but I'm keen. I really want to get good at this again and keep it going. So yeah. Adios everyone. It has been a fucking rough day, but we got through it. Only like another hour left of the day. We have fucking won the day, baby. I hope you won the day. I hope you win tomorrow and the next day and the next day. And I will see you again very, very soon with another YouTube video. Bye bye.